Greetings and welcome once again to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel. So today I wanted to just take a quick look at what people out there have in terms of videos on fractions. And what is a fraction? Well, if you type that in YouTube, you'll get a lot of results. This guy here is, by the way, an idiot, this math antics, and he's also got the most views, namely because he's an idiot. Okay, so um, you'll get a lot of videos on fractions, and actually one of the best ones that came up was this first one here. What is a fraction? And I'm going to go through it slowly to explain to you uh, what's right and what's wrong. So let's begin. So the video starts by basically introducing it takes a while to get to that part of what a fraction is. So okay, so I'm not going to cover the whole video, but over here it says that the whole part is 1. Okay.
1. Now we are going to share this bar between 4 people.
But now what she doesn't mention here is that 1 is also a fraction, by the way. Okay. So first she defines a fraction as a part of a whole. So 1 is the complete or the full part of the whole. Okay. So when you say the whole, it's still a fraction. It's actually 1 over 1, but we got lazy and we just wrote 1. Okay. And we call them natural numbers. So the natural numbers are fractions, just special kind of fractions. And if you want to use the ultra bullshit of George Cantor, which is set theory, we could say that the natural numbers are a subset of fractions. There are special kinds of fractions which are described in terms of unit wholes. Okay? So all numbers are fractions and vice versa. There is not a single number which is not a fraction. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about something like pi or square root 2. Those are not numbers, but I'm not going to cover that in this video because I've covered it before. Now, she continues and she says that at 129 she talks about the sweets. So let's go there.
3 out of 5 sweets are pink. So we can write that as 3 over 5.
Okay, now notice she says we have 5 sweets and 3 of them are pink. And we could write that as 3 over 5. But what is she doing there? Okay, she's assuming that the sweets are abstract units. In other words, their type and size doesn't matter. They're all considered units. Okay? And when she took the 3 pink sweets, she did something either knowingly or unknowingly, and that's calculate the probability that if you picked 3 sweets out of those 5 sweets, the chance of it being a pink sweet. Okay, so the chance of it being a pink sweet would be 60%. All right, so that's a probability. And then she says, then I wanted to mention here that also an abstract unit is one whose type and size is irrelevant. It's not like a random unit such as a physical unit or any other unit. Type is irrelevant because sweets are not the same, brown and pink sweets, and the size is irrelevant because each sweet is a different size and it's considered to be a unit. All right? So the numerator is not the number of pink sweets, only the number of sweets enumerated. Okay, so if you had 2 pink sweets and 1 brown sweet, the numerator would still be 3. But then you're no longer talking about the probability of obtaining a pink sweet out of the 5 sweets. So overall, this is a good video, one of the better ones. And To understand exactly what a fraction is, I recommend that you read my free ebook on learning the correct way, and it's available on Academia. What I'll do is I'll place a link to it. Okay, it's this guy here, learning the correct way. This book here. So I suggest you download it and study it as if your life depended on it, your mathematics life, because it does. Okay. So this has a watermark, but you can get the free version, uh, not the free version, the $10 version on Amazon without the watermark, Amazon Kindle. So in here, I explain to you all these fine details, everything you need to know about numbers, fractions, even those uh, concepts such as square root 2, pi, e, etc. Okay, so that's really what I want to cover in this video. It's not meant to be a long video, and I hope that you've learned something and watch this video through to the end, especially if you're learning fractions, because it's a good video and it tells you quite a lot of information that you need to know about fractions. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, become a subscriber, click like, and follow me on academia.edu. Till next time.